Hey people, Katey Leigh here, coming to you from Melbourne, Australia, right in between that week of Christmas and New Year's, right when we're transitioning from, perhaps the warm and fuzzy feeling around Christmas time, maybe a little bit of overindulgence, and transitioning into New Year's time and getting ready to go party and welcome a new year and all these New Year's resolutions that we have planning. And typically many of those New Year's resolutions involve something to do with health, right? Like, I don't know about you, but with me, it was usually like weight loss or eating better or getting more exercise or improving my sleep quality or something like that. And, a lot of you guys have been on this health journey that I have been on in this past year, and you're probably thinking like, oh, here she goes again, talking about all of this health stuff that I talk about, and I'm just so passionate about it. You're going to hear it one more time, but with a little bit of an interesting twist, because what I'm here to tell you today is if you have some New Year's resolution plans for yourself that involve health and getting healthy, what I want to share is don't do what I did. Do not do what I did this past year. Sure, I lost countless pounds, so many inches. I lost the acid reflux that I was getting, the indigestion that I was getting, poor quality sleep that I was getting. I lost all of that. I gained actually my body's natural ability to have a menstrual cycle. Didn't have a menstrual cycle for 3 years. Got every test under the sun. Doctors couldn't tell me what was wrong with me. I lived my personalized health plan for 2 weeks and got my first menstrual cycle in 3 years. Yeah. So my personal journey for when it comes to my health has been incredible. And what I want you to do is, if health is important to you in 2018, is don't do what I did, because what I did is not going to work for you. And I have finally come across this amazing tool that is all about personalized health, which is still really hard for some people to wrap their brain around. And that's understanding that what works for me isn't going to work for you. That PH360 and epigenetics and personalized health is all about crafting a plan, a wellness plan that's going to work specifically for you at the age that you're in right now, the climate that you're in, whatever stresses are happening in your life. This is a plan that's helping you navigate that the healthiest way possible. So the plan that was created for me at the age that I was in this past year and the climates that I was living in was perfect for that, but it's not going to be perfect for me this year coming up. And my plan has actually changed. My food has changed. My exercise recommendations have changed. Like, everything is changing because I've changed. I'm not the person that I was a year ago. So stop listening to other people when it comes to your health. And I know you're listening to me sometimes too when I talk about my personalized health, so it's kind of ironic. But this is what I'm saying. This is all personalized specifically for you. Find out what's healthiest for you, because kale, which everyone seems to think is like a superfood, is actually not a superfood for everyone. Kale actually has some nutrients in it that can trigger arthritis and rheumatoid pains in some individuals. And for other people, the nutrients is totally fantastic and kale is super good for them. So there's a whole variety of different ways that people respond to the nutrients and to the exercise that we're inflicting on our bodies. And it's up to you to find out what's going to work for you. And not every single solution is going to work for you. And that is the power behind personalized health, which is still really hard for some people to wrap their mind around. And it's just understanding that not one size fits all. So understanding that, yeah, exercise can be great, but not all exercises are fantastic for every type of body. Like, some bodies really thrive in doing yoga and others really thrive in doing contact sports like rugby. And it's completely unique to your body. And it's all about finding out what activities are best for you, what foods are best for you, what time of day is best for you to be sleeping. This is all personalizing it specifically to you and coming up with a customized wellness plan. Now, one thing I did experience that I'd love to share with you over the past year in my personal health journey is that I found out what was best for me and completely immersed myself in that for a week. Now, I'm the type of person that I need to learn by like feeling things and touching things and actually experiencing it myself. And so when I was given my customized wellness plan of what's going to work specifically for my body, I actually went in and immersed myself in that plan, committed and surrendered myself wholeheartedly, 100%, to that plan and immersed myself at a PH 360 retreat for 7 days. And in that 7 days, I fast-tracked so many of my health goals that I needed. I learned the tips and tools and tricks that I needed, so when I went home, I could easily and successfully implement it all when I went back home afterwards, because I had lived it. I knew how good that I felt when I was doing it and how good my body felt, and I had tools on how to implement that when I was back at home. And as you guys probably saw that I mentioned before, the retreats right now are like insanely discounted, and only until December 31st. We've only got a couple more days, and I couldn't highly more recommend getting yourself and immersing yourself into a plan that works for you. So not the plan that works for me, because that will definitely not work for you, the plan that works for you, immersing yourself in that for 7 days, gifting that to yourself so that you can implement all of those insights and strategies when you do get home, and stop the guessing game of trying to figure out what is healthy for you. Doesn't it feel like the media is coming up with like a new health practice or insight or something that we should all be implementing like every single day? I remember I used to feel so overwhelmed thinking, oh, I needed to go vegan, or oh, I needed to go paleo, or whatever the latest diet was. That doesn't work for everybody, guys. So find out exactly what works for you, live it, immerse yourself in it, so when you go home, it's so much easier to implement that. Now, there is a link in the box right either here or somewhere around here with more information. Go get all the information you need. I am going to be at the retreats too. I would love to see you there. I'd love to support you. I'd love to help you, because you are completely unique, and I can't wait to share my enthusiasm and the rest of the team's support to help you just kick butt this year and make 2018 your best year yet. So please, if you have any questions, get in touch. Don't ever try and do what I did for my personalized health journey. Do what's right for you and find out what's right for you, guys. I love you. Talk to you soon. Bye.